Hello and welcome back to the Lifeguard Shack. This is a podcast presented to you by the guys over at the Lifeguard Shack and myself, Robert Glover. This is going to be our very first episode that's going to be hitting Twitch. So you'll be able to see my face, you'll be able to contribute to the following, and then we'll see where it goes from there. We never know. I mean, with this world that we're living in. So I hope that this is something that y'all truly enjoy when I'm bringing it to y'all. And yeah, so we're just gonna start off with some new topics like the behind the brand. I always hit you guys with this, and this is something that I feel that is something that should always be a part of the podcast. So moving forward, it probably will be a part of the podcast that sticks and stays. So like with the brand, we're moving more to a podcast now. With the channel on Twitch, it is under my name, Robert Glover, with three R's, but we might make a lifeguard check channel. I don't know for sure yet. I might change my channel and turn it into one. We never really know with these things. I'm still up in the air. That's what I'm gonna give you guys, but behind the scenes, we are working. This is coming out a month in advance, so I mean, like this a little bit on a time while I'm working on other projects to keep contributing behind the scenes. So yeah, and yeah, so what that is gonna look like, we're gonna just keep pushing out podcast episodes one a month. Hopefully next year we'll take off and do some more, like twice a month. I just want to build a solid foundation first before I start mass producing. And yeah, so in the future, we're gonna be moving towards a clothing brand and merch. Right now, we're just trying to gain an audience. That's kind of why we're doing this, to gain an audience and to push out a message about being a shark, like that first episode, and just push out positivity to the community that we built of how many ever people it is. I'm not gonna say a number because I don't want to say a number to that, but yeah, and that's just where we're moving with it. More clips from us on Instagram. That is gonna be a trending thing that is gonna be happening. Like right now, we've been working on clips, but they haven't been coming out because they're not the right B roll that we want, or they're just not the right audio that we want. So right now we're working on a lot of stuff with the audios and finding the right clip guy and just getting the right clip right because we want the Instagram page to look professional, not like halfway done. Right now, I'd say it's like a medium, but it could be great. So yeah, and like yeah, we have followers, but the content's just not as I want it to be, like pushed. So it's not being pushed how I want it to be. I should say. Like I don't know. That's just, and I'm the one doing it with a team, so we're working as a team. It just takes time, and yeah, that's just a little bit about why our Instagram has slowed down on the clips. But we're gonna pick back up. It's just taking some time, and possibly we're gonna be doing a Twitch channel for the podcast. I said that before, but I want to hit on that again because we might be doing a Twitch channel. I don't know how we're gonna do it yet, but it's gonna be brought to you by Twitch, so you can find it on there. It's not gonna be brought to you by Twitch, but it will be on Twitch. That's what I meant to say. And along with that, we're gonna be working on a color scheme and a design layout for the Instagram. So that's something else. Like we're gonna start getting color palettes in. We've been working on color palettes already, but this has been something that's took me 3 years plus to make. Like even the website, I've had the website codings for so long now, and it's just something I want to take my time in making and making sure that this content and everything that we're building in this is being pushed out in the right way. And so with that, we're gonna transfer into our first topic of the episode, or second, kind of. But this is outside of behind the brand. This is where we get into the nitty gritty. This is everything that you want to hear. So like, rich, fame, or freedom? Which one are you choosing? Which one are you choosing? Me, I would choose freedom. Now you would think I would choose fame, or you would think I'd choose to be rich, but I would choose freedom. I would choose freedom out of those three because being free from obligations is something that you should want to do. Like, be like, even if it's like, what should I say? What should I say? How should I say this? Even if it's something that you don't want to do or you want to push out and you want it to be something that's good, you don't want the obligation of it being bad. So that freedom would grant you this. Like rich, you could be rich and you can buy anything. You got fame, you can buy anything. But having freedom, like bro, freedom is a different thing. Like just being free, you can be. That means like free, just financially free, free, free from bills, free from everything, just freedom. I'd rather have my freedom than anything else. And like that means even being tied down. Like I just like my freedom. I'm just like a freedom person. Like you can't give me money because like even if you gave me money, that wouldn't be enough to satisfy me. Fame, that wouldn't that's enough to satisfy me. Fame and money are like drugs. Like they're enough to satisfy you, but just freedom, like you never know. Like just freedom is what I believe in. Like that's something I just grasp a hold of out of everything because like freedom has been around and a thought of freedom has been around just for forever. And just being free is something that like I feel like you should want in your life. Even if it means like I don't know, but like it should be like a lot of stuff that's gonna be like that sets you free. You know, like freedom. You should want freedom. And now with that, we're gonna move on to the next topic, which is breaking out of your shell. Me, I struggle with that. I struggle with breaking out of my shell a lot. Like it takes me a while to break out of my shell. Like I could know you for at least half a year, and I would still be in that mode of like, I don't know, but like to me, it's like adapting to new environments. So you got to be able to adapt to that new environment and just be able to take on what's coming because it's gonna come. It's just how you handle it, and that's where that freedom comes in. Because if I had the freedom and the time to handle it, I feel like I could break out of my shell and just become me. And that's what I did during COVID. When I had the freedom and time, I just broke out of my shell and started content creating. And like it opened up so many more doors for me, doors I didn't think would happen. And like that freedom is like something like that. And breaking out of your shell is something like that. That's why you gotta just look back and just break out of that shell. Like even if you like, it's just a lot of things at once. You know, it's a lot of things at once. You gotta just build upon it. You know, and like sometimes you gotta think: Are you head over heels, or are you ready to break out of your shell? Me, I used to be extremely head over heels, and then like a lot of stuff personally happened to me, and it made me think like, you know, maybe I'm not gonna break out of my shell anymore, and I'm just gonna let things come to me. And when I'm ready to break out of my shell, I'm gonna break out of my shell. You know, that's what I think, and that comes with being ready for change, like being ready for the change. When you break out of your shell, that change is gonna come, and you have to be able to embrace it. You have to be able to just okay when that change comes, I'm just gonna take it in. I'm just gonna let it happen. even if it's not what you want. That's what you gotta do. Because when you do what you do, you're gonna get there. Bull bull driving, you ain't gonna get there. And like with that, ways of breaking out of old habits, just surround yourself with different and new things, new places, new people, and things you can do. Like that type of stuff will just open up your world to a broader aspect and put the pen where the needle needs to go. Or put the pen to the paper. We'll say that. Put the pen to the paper. That's how you do it. It'll put the pen to the paper, and that's how you salute. And once you break out of your shell, by just opening up, finding new places, finding new things. I've done it a lot in life. I like. I don't even want to say how much I've done it because I've done it so much. Just finding new places and people. I hang with everyone. I keep sometimes, but nowadays I keep it to myself. And that's a part of breaking out of your shell. Once you've realized you broke out of your shell, you don't have to keep going out of your way to keep breaking out of your shell for someone. No, no. You could totally be yourself and stay consistent and be still breaking out of your shell. I call them solo missions. You can call them side quests. You can call them anything on the side. But like when you start doing that, you break out of your shell. Like you can be alone and start breaking out of your shell. But breaking out of your shell is just key to being able to manifest what you want in life. And how stepping out of your comfort zone can change your life. It can change your life in so many ways, like turning a positive into a negative, turning positive and negativity into positivity. Like you can have positivity, and that's gonna be great. And then you have some negativity. That ain't gonna be great on great, like positivity on positivity. Because positivity on positivity is great on great. That's like iron on iron, steel on steel. I'm gonna sharpen you, you gonna sharpen me. But like when you start looking at the negative side and you get the negative things, that's when positivity is hard to capture. It's hard to get that momentum back. But a way to do so, I ain't gonna lie, I sometimes will just keep pushing. Like I remember one time to get my momentum back, I was in a negative spot. I was trying to break out of my shell. I was getting introduced into this content creating world. I took 6 months off, and then I opened up into the content creating space. That's when I was like, I'm gonna start doing this for real. So I wasn't doing anything before, and now when I opened up, I started seeing things and believing things that I could do, and that changed my mind. That changed my mindset. You know, you start seeing figures come in. You start seeing people come. You start seeing a lot of stuff just start developing. It's kind of like a city. You start seeing a city develop, and when that city develops, it's like, hey man, it develops into something great. And now we're gonna get into some topics about cities. I don't know where you guys are from. I know I got some people from the Chi Town. I got some followers from LA. We got some followers from all over the place. It's an I and a we thing, and it's like we together we got to make this mission happen. But I got to bring the content to you guys to make it happen, and that's why this podcast is so crucial to society and what's going on in the world because it's gonna help bring that positivity to hometown cities and places that it might not be seen in or heard in. Hopefully, it develops into something great. You know, we can't bank on it, but we can work on it. And with that, you start thinking about hometown cities like Phoenix and South Carolina. Well, that's not a hometown, that's a state. So we'll say Raleigh, we'll say Detroit, we'll say one hometown that didn't make the list that I'm like, damn, should have made the list was LA. LA, I love LA. Saint, not I would say Saint Petersburg. I've never been there, but it sounds like a dope place. But Fort Myers Beach, that's another great hometown. If you're from there, that'd be dope because it's like I don't think anyone could be from there because it's its own island, but it'd be dope. You know, just a little changing into how to spread your positivity into small places. And I'm just shouting out some cities I like and love. Seattle's another great one. If you're from Seattle, that's a great hometown. Those are just some hometown city shout outs. We're just giving a thank you to those cities around the world. I'm not gonna shout out any other cities, you know. But eventually, as time goes on, we might. And I'd say like New York too. I'd say another great hometown city is Boston, Minneapolis, Houston, Orlando, Jacksonville. What's another? Kansas City. I don't want to say my hometown, but like because it's just my hometown. I don't know, but we'll say the fort. We'll say Fort Wayne. Um, where else can we say? We'll say I don't really know that many out west places like that. Besides, like, oh, we'll say Vegas. If you're from Vegas, that's a dope place to be from. Vegas is a dope place to be from. Yes, I'd love to be from Vegas, but that's dope. Those are some dope hometowns. Next episode, we might shout out more. Never know. I just wanted to shout out some dope hometowns. So I'll be seeing you guys in the chats. Well, not in the chats anymore, but I'll be seeing you guys in the comments. I'll be seeing you guys in the streams. I'll be checking. We work. We be seeing you guys out there. And with that, make sure you guys are taking care of yourself. Self care is huge. I one time I learned self care was when I listened to Mac. Man, Mac Miller taught me self care. Just yeah, perfect. I ain't fine, but it's worth it. Like I don't even know if that's a song, but like that right there, I can't sing either. I'm not gonna try and sing again. But like that right there, it would be dope. Like Mac just singing, that was me mumbling, but you know what I mean. Like Mac was just so dope, and like when he made self care, it really made me think about self care and how self care is essential of your well being. It's like you kind of know this already, but I'm just hitting on some stuff, some light topics because you know this stuff already. And self care, you gotta just love yourself, man. Just care about yourself. Some people say it doesn't have to be expensive. I think otherwise. That shit, like, if you want your body, your business, this is a business nowadays. Like, your body is a business nowadays. Like, if you look at it as, oh, it's just my body, you wrong, dog. We in 2023. Your body is a business now. Everyone knows this. If you live in like it's just me, well it's me. Like I understand if you have certain stuff going on, but like bro, your body's a business nowadays. You gotta take care of your body. It's as simple as that. This is a body, bro. Someone gets zesty with me and they hit me in the eye, dog. You just fucked up the business, dog. I didn't mean to cuss, crap. But like, yeah, we'll cut that out. But you know what I mean. Body's the business, and make sure you take care of your mental health. Mental health is key. Mental health is key. And with that, I just want y'all to know that I'm thinking about y'all. And if you ever need someone to hit up, hit up the Lifeguard Shack on Instagram in the comment section, in the DMs, and let us know about your mental health because we're all just sitting in the midst of it. And like title of this episode, in the midst of it, the midst of it, or whatever I decide it's gonna be. We're all just sitting in the midst of it. So make sure your self care is spectacular and you're working well. You're working on it. You're working well on your well being too. So with that, I am out on the potty. This was a great one. See you on the tripod later. Guys on the mic, listeners at home. Just wanted to say thank you for tuning in. This was a longer episode. Hopefully we get some longer episodes out. editing them is key, but this is what we want. We want the audience to be entertained. We can't do it, but short episodes, which may be short episodes, but we're getting into the space now, baby. And that's like all we have to say. And with that, see you guys later. Tune in next month for another episode. This is the Lifeguard Shack. We love you guys. Follow the Twitch, Robert Glover with 3 R's. If you are interested in seeing the video, it'll be posted either as the podcast is posted at the same time this comes out or at a later date because of editing and background info that's going on, background details that's going on. So, yeah, I didn't mean to say background info, but you know what I mean. So, yeah, we're out of here. I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later.